Hi. So I wanted to take this opportunity to tell you about my defining moment in my self-narrative. Um, so it actually happened not too long ago, probably about a year or so. And to be honest, I'm still kind of working out the aftermath of all the changes I've made recently because of my defining moment. Um, so I have been in veterinary medicine for 15 plus years. And it was always something that I loved. It was always something that I just, even when I was a kid, like wanted to be a vet. That's just, it was a given. Like there was no question about it. Like Ashley's gonna grow up to be a veterinarian. So when I was old enough to work, I started working at a veterinary hospital and learning everything I could and just soaking it all in. And I started going to school, working toward getting into veterinary school. And I guess I had two kind of moments, like one sub moment and then my actual defining moment. But somewhere along the way, I decided, I don't want to be a veterinarian, but I do really love what I do, so I'm going to stick with veterinary technician medicine. So 15 years later, here I am. Um, and and about a year ago, I started feeling kind of, I don't know if blasé is the right word, but I didn't really get up and super excited about going into work. And once I was there, I was just, it was work. Um, and and I was with some friends and with one friend in particular, and he's a teacher. He teaches agriculture, and he was telling a story about his students and just kind of telling about different things that they do together and all of the events that they go to and the crops that he's taught them to grow and all the things that he's taught them and different ideas. And I was listening to him and I started to realize like it hit me pretty hard. Um, it kind of hit me like a ton of bricks, really. He was where he was supposed to be. He was doing what he was supposed to be doing. And I started thinking about that afterward, like, do I feel that passionately about what I'm doing? Because I don't think I do. And the more I thought about it, the more I started to realize that I'm not passionate about what I do. It's become a job. It was something that I got into because it was something I always talked about doing. Um, and when you're a kid and you're doing something or you're talking about doing something and you start working, you just kind of, I don't know, I just kind of stuck with it. Even though it wasn't something that excited me anymore. So I decided to do something about it. I decided that, I really need to look at my life and decide what really makes me happy. What portions about my job do I love the most and what don't I love at all? Um, and it made me realize that I love being a leader. I love teaching people new things because I've been in the business for 15 plus years now. I know a lot. I have the knowledge to share, and I enjoy watching other people learn the things that I can teach them. Um, so I decided that I needed to stick with that, but alter it a little bit. Um, so I decided to go back to school. This is actually my first semester back, um, and I'm happy. I wake up in the morning and strangely enough, I never thought I'd say this, but I'm excited to see what assignments I need to do next in reading, um, because I know that I'm working towards something now, um, something that I know is going to be lifelong and enjoyable throughout, and ever changing. Um, so that was my moment, and like I said, I'm still kind of working through it a little bit, but I hope you enjoyed.